So anyway, people ask a lot about our kiln. This is the interior of the smallest of 3 kilns that we have. This is the only one on Far Rings side. The other 2 are on what's called Hoe Hill, which is the other yard. So it's a coal-fired kiln. That's one firebox. That's another firebox. You can see how large they are. So I'll stand in front of it. You know, it's about 1 metre by 1 metre. And it's coal-fired, so you can imagine the force of flame coming out of these. And you can see a build-up of carbon and a build-up of silt, as it were, not silt, but soot that's been encrusted to the ceiling of the kiln. So the flame will come out of those, come down through the stack, and the stack is usually, tile-wise, is about this high, and then it'll have pots on top. And the pots are great within what's called the void, so that you don't get a sort of just a space. And it's much better to have some randomly pieces in it, so it just breaks up the flame, as it were. So the flame comes down and then through this checkered floor. So this has got 3 bricks thick, like that, and it's all checkered. So it's drawing the flame through the ware. So the actual flue itself is underneath, and it runs the full length of this kiln, and then out of the middle of the kiln, out there, and off through to the chimney. So there's an incredible draw. So there's 3 fireboxes, one's in that far corner, and then sort of the doorway that way. So you can imagine this kiln holds, when it's full, about 23,000 pan tiles. So if you notice these bits of this at the side, if you pack that with pan tiles, they would always be underfired. So that way you're getting a decent firing. Actually, virtually everything that comes out of here, not everything is saleable, but virtually everything is properly fired anyway. So yeah, it's quite a sizable piece of sizable kiln. It's probably some of this kiln, not the interior, that gets recast every few years, but certainly the sort of carcass of this kiln, parts of it will date back 100 years, quite possibly. And they're all listed industrial heritage buildings, so we can't knock them down, we can't easily change it to gas. We'd have to completely change the kiln. So yeah, so these are the last 3 of their type still working in the UK. But anyway, I'll try and sort of count out the size of the kiln. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 11 yards, or nearly 11 metres long. And it's probably about 6 metres wide. So in here there'll be about